Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrade.com. It is Wednesday, the 17th of June. This is my midweek update. I hope you're all doing well. My room is telling me to shut the F up. They've had enough of me. Thank you guys for being honest. Let's talk here. It's Fed Day. The Fed has come and gone. Warsh had his first press conference. The first thing I'm going to tell you is this is very simple. I thought he did very good. I give him an A minus or a B plus. I thought he did overall did a fabulous job. He came across initially as tight, but really when you start to realize was he was just very, very well thought out and well spoken and takes his time. Um, I thought that was good. If there was one critique I would give is that he tended to talk about the financial markets over the average person in this country, and he might want to switch that conversation at some point. But overall, I thought he did an excellent job. Again, I give him high marks. The market's selling off here on this. The VIX is spiking up a bit, still not over 20, so whatever. Tomorrow's the last trading day of the week when markets are closed on Friday. We had retail sales today that, despite all of the talk of horror in the retail, was stronger than expected. The SPY today, we closed the gap. We feel it went below the 8 and the 21 days. So what does it mean when we're below the 8 and the 21 day, guys? Where are we at right now? We're in a risk off environment for the moment. I do have a couple Google and SPY calls for August. I'm still sitting in them, very small. One thing I would point out here is if you're looking at this from a technical perspective, we made a lower high. Here was your high in the SPY. We didn't get there. We have a lower high. Okay. Overall, I remain bullish on this market. I think any buying and weakness is a buying opportunity. Here we are back at almost a 3% pullback. There's your 50-day in between. There's your 5%. We'll see where this goes. Let's talk about today and this week. It's been an interesting week. The financials tried to break out today and they reversed their lows of the day. JP Morgan was leading the last 2 days. Goldman made a new all-time high. Morgan Stanley made a new all-time high. Citigroup made an all-time high for all intents and purposes. The big banks led uh, early. Energy getting killed here, obviously, on whatever the deal is. It's not important. There's a deal, and that's all the market cares about. And energy coming in on that. Look at this move on XBI here in biotech today. Totally missed that. Wasn't paying attention to it. Oops. What moved other than Moderna? Moderna had a huge day. Interesting. Not sure what drove that. All right. Outside of that, the semis today. The semis, inside candle held in okay. Micron, okay. We have earnings next week. SanDisk all over the place. Overall, we held in. Nvidia still hated. AMD held in okay. Intel tried to hold in. You get the idea. IGV getting absolutely trounced, lost the 50-day here. This is a problem. Palantir remains extremely weak. Microsoft also very weak. Salesforce, right? They just do not want these names. Big tech, Amazon trounced again, coming back for the 200-day. Meta trounced again, coming back for the lows. Google trying to hold in, couldn't go. Apple, same thing, right? They all got hit. Tesla, another overall weak day. Um, what am I thinking about here? DRAM had a bad day. Hood, go figure. I made nice money on Hood today, but yesterday they had the news of 10% layoffs and they dumped the thing. Today, for no reason whatsoever, they buy the hell out of it and push it all the way to 110. This is just how this market works right now. I think there is just something out there where they just, they want to be difficult with this market, and that's just part of what it is, and they wait. Take it for what it's worth. And let's finish off with SpaceX. So let's talk about SpaceX. Yesterday, I bought a put to cover my shares. The stock is down and my put is down. Why? Because they're draining the living crap out of the IV out of this thing. Why? Because this is what they do. I kind of had a feeling they were going to do this. I still bought a put anyway for protection to make me feel good about it. Um, it is what it is. They like to do this. To give you an idea, when you look at what's going on there on SpaceX, the July IV has dropped from 140 to 93%. This is their way of saying we're screwing everybody. We hiked the IV, everybody who played it yesterday, and here we are today, draining the hell out of it because we can. Now, my personal belief here is this. I don't think SpaceX is going too far. I don't think it's getting to 150 before it goes into the Nasdaq sometime around July 1st. I believe it'll turn around, try to run back up, and it'll probably scream. For this point, I'm willing to sit here right now and see what happens. We'll go from there. But bottom line is today didn't trade it. Yesterday traded the hell out of it. Traded on Monday. Today didn't touch it. Catch you guys tomorrow morning, last day of the week. Let's have a long weekend, enjoying it, and I'll catch you then. Be good.